All right, Swifties and football fans, grab your friendship bracelets and game day jerseys because things are getting serious. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are officially engaged. And if you're picturing a Juliet and Romeo style wedding featuring doves, tiaras, and an aisle longer than the Eras Tour set list, pump the brakes. According to sources close to the couple, when Taylor and Travis do tie the knot, it's going to be way more low-key than you might expect. No Buckingham Palace vibes here. We're talking of a private ceremony where their only audience is their inner circle only. Not to worry, they'll spice it up with more than enough glam to make Pinterest implode. So, who's going to be invited to the wedding of the decade? And more importantly, who's not? Let's start with the obvious, Taylor's besties. You don't get to be queen of the girl squad without a tight-knit circle, and this group has been ride or die for over a decade. Selena Gomez, she's getting a guaranteed front row seat. These two have been best friends since the Disney Channel days, bonding over dating the Jonas Brothers and staying tight ever since. And let's not forget how all of Instagram and Twitter can't get enough of the fact these besties got engaged in the same year. Then there's Gigi Hadid, of course. Let's not forget how she appeared on both the Bad Blood video and Eras Tour backstage hangouts.
Taylor Swift posted a behind-the-scene clip of her at the Eras Tour. She, along with Gigi Hadid, are traveling in the cart to go around the back of the stadium, with Taylor's dad following her behind on his roller. Taylor caught this cute moment of her dad with the caption, "My dad on his Segway shit again."
Gigi is like the cool cousin who always shows up with great gifts and better stories. Then there's Blake Lively. Once upon a time, Blake and Swift were inseparable. Since the story of Taylor's engagement to Travis broke, Blake Lively has stayed completely silent. It appears that one of her oldest friendships has crumbled for good. Taylor Swift and Blake Lively don't talk anymore. Lively's absence spoke volumes. We think it's safe to say that Blake Lively won't be on the wedding list invites when the big day arrives. Another celeb we're not quite sure of is Zendaya. Her and Taylor Swift still have bad blood, but there's still time to settle things peacefully. Zendaya might just make it to the wedding. And who knows, maybe Katy Perry would also show up. And we can't forget the Haim sisters, Estee, Danielle, and Alana. They've co-starred in her music videos and crashed her 4th of July parties in the best way. If this wedding was a group chat, these are the people already planning outfits and practicing speeches.
Hello, oh no, goodbye, but you got me like a rocket, shooting straight across the sky. It's the way you love me, it's a feeling like this, it's sensual.
It wouldn't be a Taylor Swift wedding without her music brain trust, Jack Antonoff and Aaron Dessner. Jack's been co-writing and producing with Taylor since 1989 and is pretty much family at this point. He even got married this year, and guess who showed up? That's right, Taylor.
Causing chaos as she arrived for the wedding of music producer Jack Antonoff and actress Margaret Qualley. Antonoff, the lead singer of the band Bleachers, is a longtime collaborator and friend of Swift.
Aaron Dessner, the man behind a significant portion of Folklore and Evermore lyrics, is another sure invite.
When lockdown happened, I just found myself completely listless and purposeless, and that was in the first 3 days of it. And then I remembered when we met a year before, and I'd come to the national show, and afterward you would come up and talk to me, and you were so nice. And I was like, "How do you guys write songs?" And you were like, "Well, we all live in different places, so sometimes I'll just make tracks and send them around and send them to Matt." And I just kind of thought to myself, if there was ever an opportunity to work with someone that I was such a fan of who could work like that, that would be so cool.
He's known Taylor since 2014 and even praised her cooking skills. That's right, Taylor Swift has once served him breakfast. Makes you want to go Freaky Friday and switch bodies, doesn't it? If that doesn't say inner circle, I don't know what does. Some friendships bloom under the lights of MetLife Stadium, and that's exactly what happened with Brittany Mahomes, Sophie Turner, and Taylor Swift. Wife of Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes, Brittany and Taylor bonded over football and matching 1989 cardigans. Her name is definitely on the guest list, and she's probably organizing a pre-wedding group Pilates session as we speak. Sophie Turner is another recent addition to the squad. After her split from Joe Jonas, she and Taylor were spotted out together more than once, sparking friendship rumors that turned out to be totally true. Revenge bonding? Maybe. But genuine? 100%.
The pop star and the Game of Thrones actress have an enchanted reunion in the Big Apple, where they hit up an Italian restaurant looking stylish as hell. The night out comes amid a brief work break for the stars, with Taylor's Eras Tour scheduled to resume in November. Meanwhile, Sophie is back in the States after filming the British drama Joan in Spain.
Taylor has a history of turning her opening acts into lifelong friends, and both Sabrina Carpenter and Gracie Abrams have made that transition with style. Sabrina has called Taylor one of her best friends, and they've been spotted having dinner, exchanging texts, and just generally being adorable. Plus, you know Sabrina's going to kill it in the bridesmaid dress department. Gracie Abrams, meanwhile, performed with Taylor at Wembley and credits her for changing her life. The gratitude? Off the charts. The invitation? Pretty much guaranteed.
It's for 100 people and you go, yeah, I'll get through it. And then you go on tour and you open for Taylor Swift and you go, I mean, what was that whole Eras tour like?
While the rest of us were baking banana bread and doom-scrolling in 2020, Taylor was in London, making home-cooked meals for Zoe Kravitz.
How awesome has that been for you? You got the writing credit and background vocals?
She's a very good friend of mine. I'm very proud of this album. She's done incredible work.
And she cooks for you.
She does. She does. She's one of the best cooks I know.
That's right, these two quarantined together during the pandemic, and the friendship stuck. Zoe calls Taylor one of the most down-to-earth people she knows, and even has writing credits on Lavender Haze. You can bet she'll be at the wedding, sipping wine and looking effortlessly cooler than most of us. Paramore's Hayley Williams once said Taylor was the first friend she made in the industry.
Me and Taylor met because both of us, Paramore and Taylor, were nominated for Best New Artist the same year at the Grammys. And so we were at some Grammy party. It was actually Timbaland's Grammy party. Huge. I was very nervous. But a woman came up to me and she said, I'm Taylor Swift's mom, and you know, Taylor doesn't have a lot of friends her age that do music, and I would love to, like, you know, introduce you guys or get your number. So Andrea, the legend that she is, like,
love Taylor's mom.
Yeah, me too.
I love Taylor's mom.
Yeah, she connected us, and yeah.
Look, here you guys are.
There we are.
That's the kind of friendship that stands the test of time, album cycles, and even ex-boyfriend weddings. She and Taylor once ditched a reception to hit up the Cheesecake Factory. If that's not a best friend move, I don't know what is. Expect Hayley to be there with a killer outfit and possibly a Paramore cover of Love Story at the reception. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are basically Taylor's honorary uncles at this point. Ryan has praised Taylor's humor and realness, and the two have been seen at dinners, concerts, and of course, Chiefs games. Hugh Jackman co-signs her too. Let's not forget that iconic moment when Taylor dished out on how she taught Hugh Jackman how to play the guitar. When a TikTok user posted, "I Can Do It With a Broken Heart" was their favorite Taylor song, Keely Teller responded, "As a friend, this one hurts so much." That's love. Keely has been vocal about her admiration and support for Taylor, and if that doesn't score her a wedding invite, nothing will. Obviously, Travis's parents are invited, but they're more than just guests. Ed Kelsey revealed that Travis asked Taylor's dad for permission a month before the proposal. Classic.
Ed telling News 5 Cleveland he'd known it was coming for months.
He was going to put it off till this week to make it a big special event. And I told him repeatedly, you know, you could do it on the side of the road, do it any place. That makes it a special event.
Donna Kelsey, meanwhile, may have teased the engagement just days before it happened. She called Travis a man on a mission. And we're guessing she already picked out her dress for the big day. Plot twist, Nicki Minaj may have made peace with Taylor after their infamous Twitter spat. She recently praised Taylor's music and said she'd work with her in a heartbeat. She even reposted Taylor's album announcement on Instagram. Could this mean a seat at the wedding? Stranger things have happened, and let's be honest, Nicki at the reception? Iconic. And there you have it, your ultimate breakdown of who's likely scoring a golden invite to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding, and who might be watching from Instagram like the rest of us. It's clear that this wedding won't be just a celebration of love. It'll be a celebration of beautiful memories made with friends both old and new along the way. So next time you're hanging with your inner circle, just remember, if Taylor can go from writing breakup songs to wedding vows, anything is possible. Which potential guest surprised you the most? Drop a comment, hit that like button, and make sure to subscribe because trust me, we've got more intriguing stories about your favorite celebs headed in your direction. See you in the next one.